Anyways, okay. Okay. All right, guys. So we're officially begun the question and answer segment of this presentation. I know you guys
Rick,
are like,
get ready.
I know you guys are like, oh my
Alright.
god, I gotta ask this question. I have to ask it now. You know, now you can ask it. Now you can ask your
Alright.
questions.
Remind me what I need to
Go,
do
go,
again.
go.
Okay, so what Mick's gonna do is he's just gonna like copy and paste like 30 or so questions and feed into us through Notepad. Like, he's gonna read them off to us and then we're gonna answer based on that. Okay?
Okay,
Right.
and I need to skip the stupid ones.
Skip the stupid and troll ones, although you can take some troll ones if they're funny
I
or
like
amusing.
that Max takes more than half the screen.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, what the? Oh, you
Because
stupid thing.
need to see Skype. Because I don't want to make an account.
Okay then. Alright, time to start.
Let me see. Okay. While this isn't a question, so I'll just hey Excalibur. Oh my god, everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, Max Rock. Max Rock, I think you might only want to answer programming specific questions because people are like, I have to ask Max Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can like ask the rest of us too. We exist.
I mean, yeah. I think we'll just ask Max Rock about programming related questions in general. Because that's what he's
Okay,
mostly here for.
I have to grab this troll one. I have to grab it.
Wait,
All
so
right.
okay.
I've got 3 of them so far. Should I just start reading them now?
Wait. I'm gonna answer why list them first. So why list them? Constructive criticism. It's you really just want to keep away from like too many characters. You don't want to use the canon characters like Base or Mail or Yai or Copyman. You really don't want to do that. You also don't want to make your contest a scenario. I can't stress that enough. If you make a scenario, it's not gonna work. They can't be like these overly complicated things. Because then we have to program them in. The player has to be able to do them at any specific time. And your request, as I recall, had like plot elements to it, and it can't really work. Hey.
I lost count at how many questions Max got.
No.
Max is
I-
getting all of the questions.
I told Max to only answer programming related questions. So if he sees like stuff like how many mementos will there be, I'm not gonna tell him. He's not gonna answer. When he's not gonna answer, he's just gonna answer programming related questions.
So any of those questions, should I just basically say they're to the entire team? Or what?
Okay, any questions not programming related, we go to the entire team. I'm gonna
Okay,
type that in
then.
the Skype.
So,
Yeah, and
I've
that
got a
goes
few-
for whether people put at Max Rock or not.
God damn
Just FYI.
Okay, so I've got a few questions here. Should I start reading them?
Go ahead.
Okay then. So, a question, how many mementos are planned to be in the game? Not specifically what they are, but how many?
5.
Okay, that takes that one
We
down.
were thinking of doing 8, but
That's
now
a bit much.
that would mean Ghostman need to have 3 more armors, 3 more effects, and 3 more exclusive attacks, and So yeah, it's either 5 or 8. We're gonna go for 5 right now.
So, will Mega Man go into some sort of mental breakdown during his encounters with Ghostman? I presume this is a reference to the anime.
The anime.
Yeah, let's address it. In the anime, Mega Man is actually afraid of ghosts.
Yeah, but see, that's more of an anime kind of characteristic because writers will often make new characteristics for characters like in other mediums. Since manga Mega Man, when you write for a manga, it's different than writing for an anime. It's also different than writing from a game. It's different across the board. So what writers will do, they'll just make characteristics to fill for episodes or give them something more to work with because the anime had like a lot of episodes. You get bored and you get stale. You have to add new things. So Mega Man being afraid of ghosts, that was like kind of like a joke thing, a joke trait they had for him. It doesn't necessarily have to apply to a game because Mega Man in the games is not the same Mega Man in the show, and Mega Man in the show is not the same Mega Man in the manga. They're different characters.
In
So,
the
yeah,
manga, he's not afraid of anything.
Yeah, so they're not the same. That's why you can't say what he's afraid of ghosts in the anime. Why isn't he afraid of ghosts in the games? Like, no, that's not how it works.
It's also
Wait.
why we're not bringing Cross Fusion into Chrono X. So just,
Yes.
if anybody's planning on asking about that, just don't.
That will be counted as a stupid question.
Yeah.
So-
But I
we'll
wanted
make.
to go to Bayon.
Wait, no, I didn't actually answer his question. Okay, so he actually had a mental breakdown. He won't exactly have a mental breakdown. In fact, Ghostman's the one who had a mental breakdown, if I'm being frank with you.
Yes.
But
yes.
Mega Man mostly just loses his memories because Ghostman takes the memories of a Navi and makes him stronger. Like he gets armors off them, he gets their attacks. So he takes memories from Mega Man and makes himself stronger. So no mental breakdown for Mega Man. But yeah,
So,
next question, Mick.
Funny troll question. Generic noob release date question.
Generic answer, not actually answering the question. Answer. Moving on.
Yep.
Okay.
So, how many virus and chip ideas have we gleaned from the forums? Do we still need to fill any slots?
Gleam. Like, what do you mean we cherry picked? I don't have the number.
Yeah. Next.
We still need to fill slots because the library is not done yet. So I guess if you want to keep submitting ideas, keep submitting them.
Yep. We'll let you know when we're done. At least I hope.
Yeah, we really do look at all the submissions. So
believe it or not. So entire team question: will we see the return of the copy bots from Battle Network 6?
Yes, but
Yes,
would they
actually-
be as prominent?
Actually, they probably won't be as prominent because one, the battery on those things lasts 5 minutes. In every instance, 5 minutes. And
It's like
you
the
can't
bad
do much with
version of the Energizer Bunny.
yeah, Energizer Bunny, but without any ears. But you'll see them in CX, probably like in Chapter 3 or above, but they probably won't be returning.
Ultrament 2, I have your question already.
Guys, calm down. We're answering questions first.
I don't repeat questions. I'm actually looking. So I've got that one.
Yeah.
So there's a question here that I copied, but on second I'm just gonna skip it. So
Excalibur, what did I
will
say?
there be an option for copying and pasting deck recipes so you can share them with friends online?
Well-
the deck recipes. You
As
mean
in,
like like if I want to share a folder?
Yeah, I believe that's the plan.
Oh, and
I think
it's-
without just writing out everything on the forum post.
Well, I think what we could do is we could have the your friend's actual folder be used as your extra folder, like in Six did,
Yeah.
and you could do that. Other than that, people would just normally post their folders anyway. Friend folder code, yeah, Remember, people, if it's not a programming question, Max isn't gonna answer it. So if it's things that general things that we can answer, we'll take on because no way in hell. No way in hell is he gonna answer all that.
Alright, I've got a troll question here I'm gonna have
Yes.
to grab.
Yes.
So, next question I have on here is a question about the Navi that saved Mega Man's life in Raven scenario.
Can we just say his
It's
name?
like, just what about him?
What about him? He's an
Haven't
official.
we've revealed his name, haven't
And
we?
more or less, it's like we never actually went out and said it. I think, but
It's
it's
in
been
the
there.
credits.
It's he's in the credits and it's been on there in their updates randomly, so he's been there. He's an official Navi. What do I say about him? He's an official Navi. He doesn't have some sort of super secret backstory with Based or whatever the fuck. He's just an official Navi who's been fighting Red Infinity for over a year before actually meeting Mega Man. And
Yes, his name is Zeta.
His name is Zeta. So he's been fighting Red Infinity for over a year, and that's really the extent of his backstory. And
Yep.
I won't say much more, but because it's not all that interesting, it's not really all that interesting. But
So he's pretty much. So later on in the story, he's just gonna fill in Mega Man with exposition about Red Infinity.
no, he's
He's
important.
Mr. Exposition.
No, he's not. He'll be like an ally, so he'll be like an important ally.
That'll actually be useful. So, question for the team. How did we decide the BBS contest winners? We voted on that, didn't we?
Yeah, we had like a huge vote on it. Everyone picked their top 3 picks, and I picked my top 3. And whoever won, whoever had the most picks between all the judges won. That's essentially it. There were a lot of. No, go
And
ahead.
for further details, we're gonna have it on as a news post, so you can see why we voted on
Yeah.
which and the reasoning.
Yep.
Yeah, we were planning on making a news post where we listed all the honorable mentions and why they didn't necessarily make it, but why they could have made it. There were quite a few. I know Video Man R had like a couple. It was definitely close to winning, and you had things like Kami Panda. He nearly won too, but there were reasons why we chose the others that ended up just saying, okay, they win.
I think I actually voted for Kami Panda's one.
Yeah, and you voted for Video Man too.
Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
So you just got outvoted for every
Alright.
single one you voted.
I got one.
Yeah, those EPMs, the ones everyone pretty much almost everyone voted for.
Yeah, that one was amazing.
That one was amazing. That was a good one.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So, question again, although this is kind of a silly one, I'll ask it anyway. Once the PC version of the game is done, will the Android one be the next priority?
Yeah, probably because
That or the Mac?
Well, Mac, we don't even know how we're gonna get that done.
I
So
think
just-
Mac
we have
should
to-
answer that though.
Dude, it's simple. It's like PC version is higher priority because it's most developed, and then probably over Android or maybe something else. And if unless something changes, Android version is to assume to be the next development one.
Okay, so next question at the team. What happened to Strike Man, and will he still appear in Chrono X? He was turned into Commando Man.
Yeah,
if memory serves.
Strike Man became Commando Man. No one knows that, but Commando Man basically replaced Strike Man
We just found that Strike Man wasn't as interesting.
as Commando Man.
I mean, no offense to the guy who created him, but I'm glad he was gotten rid of anyway.
He's on the chat. He's on the chat.
Oh.
Anyways,
Next question.
So, from DSH, who do I talk to if I want to raise?
You talk to the you talk to your advisor, then you talk to your lawyer, then you go back to me, then I go directly to your advisor, and you invite your lawyer, and you know how this goes. Anyway.
In other words, middle finger.
Yep.
You talk to the unemployment office,
So middle finger.
basically.
Seems legit. So,
do we know how many people are on the chat? Do we know how many people are on there?
71.
70. Yes.
70?
I say 71,
Oh, okay.
including me. So this is a question for Max Rock. How much of a nightmare was it to work in the Flashman battery gimmick?
Oh yeah.
I guess
so,
that's gonna take a while. I guess.
okay, so Max, you want to answer that question, and then the guy who asked the question just look on the Skype window to see your answer. Now Mick, there was a lot of questions between that question and I saw a lot of questions.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying my best to pay attention to this and do everything else simultaneously.
And
I'm also trying to avoid questions that I deem idiotic.
There's a question directed at me. Can I answer that?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
When Chrono X is done, when will I make an opening like I did with the other Downer games on my YouTube channel? As soon as Chrono X is done, I'm just not gonna touch it. I'd be kind of tired of it, to be honest.
I think that'll be...
No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, oh my god, this is so good. This is so good, guys. Ghostman kicked my ass, guys.
I'm not even sure how I'll react to when it's done. I'll figure that out.
I'll be like, finally.
Max says the Skype refreshing is lagging.
Doing it.
Because you're streaming
because
and
it
doing Mumble
was
at the same time.
because fuck, that's right. Okay.
So, all right. Grabbing more questions. All right. So next question.
How far development of the game? Blah blah blah.
So,
Here you go.
Question for Soul. Why did the beginning of the Ghostman battle music sound like the theme from Boo's Mansion in Paper Mario?
What?
What?
Apparently, it sounded like that.
I actually haven't played that game. The inspirations, I had two inspirations for the track. One of them was actually Fighter Soul from 4.5, and the other one well, actually no, I better not say that because the other one was another track that I had made for a different thing that we didn't reveal yet. So
I
we won't go there.
I noticed that inspiration.
Killer, scroll down.
I did. Let's scroll down as hard as I could. Okay, so I'm with Mick. I'm gonna wait for you the next wave of questions. You've definitely got a lot to pick up on. Just take like 40 at a time, whatever.
Gonna try and just copy a whole bunch of them now. Okay. All right. This is gonna be fun. So, next question I've got in here is is the kid who bumped into Lab at Scilab related to Dr. Stellar in any way?
Yes, he is. That's the son.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
easy.
you just said it?
Yeah, I just said it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
I didn't think you'd say that in a year, but okay.
I said that. You find it out in chapter 3 anyway. Whatever. You probably.
All right. EPM suggests that you turn on slow chat.
What's slow chat?
I have no clue.
I think it's a thing that keeps. It's
Oh,
either
slow
a thing
mode.
that keeps multiple people from posting in front. Yeah, there
we
we
go.
go.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. That's going to make
keeps-
things much easier for me.
Yeah, individual people from posting every 120 seconds.
So
I like reading things that are obvious.
now then, all right. So next one I've got in here is what do you think will be the overall size scope of the game? That's just a general question.
Size, scope, meaning it can mean a lot of things. What do you mean exactly?
Okay. I basically
Yeah,
everything.
Well, I mean, we plan to be as long as Battle Network 3. You know, That's about the length we were going for, if not longer. Size, scope. I mean, I'm not sure you're not asking for actual megabit size because I couldn't answer that. I don't think I even. I mean, we could give we could give guesstimates, but it wouldn't be that accurate because we change development plans change over time.
Okay
yeah.
then.
So yeah, it about be as long as Bound and Arc 3, if not longer. That's about plan length.
Alright, so now the things. So, next question I have in here is one I accidentally missed. So, how many mementos would Mega Man be able to manage at one time? Like how in Battle Network 2
Oh,
he could
okay.
only.
Okay,
Doesn't he have? He has access to all of them, doesn't
Mega
he?
Man has access to all 5 mementos at any time. Well, no, you have to actually get them, but once you get them, you have access to all 5 of them from the menu. So you
It's
just
like a combination. Go on.
so it's like basically taking twos, but making you have access to everything once you get it. Like imagine if you get, let's say if you get Aqua Guts, you save that style, and then you get Heat Team, you save Heat Team, then you get like Elect Cuss, you save Elect Cuss, and it keeps going on till you get them all. And this way you can just go to the menu and pick whatever style you want. And
Yeah,
no,
it's like a combination of the cross and the style system. Like it's
Terra-
style because you equip it beforehand, but cross because you once you have them, you have them.
And
Yeah.
tech support Terra says so. No changing during mid fight.
No, you can't
No,
change during a
that
battle
will
because they
not
have
be.
HP. They have HP and HP Buster pluses and decrements. It's not really going to work out that well. Plus, the whole thing with Memento is you build a folder around Memento. To use Flash Form, you have to build your folder around it. You need to sacrifice electric chips, slow gauge, invis, barrier. You don't have room for another Memento anyway. Each Memento is like a way as a fighting style. So you make your style for the folder. So you can't really have 2 styles.
So,
It's really done to differentiate it between crosses and souls.
Yep, make it different. So, next question I have in here. It might just be me, but the speed and charge stats of Mega Man seem somewhat lackluster. Is it possible to alter the effects of those stats? If so, do you have any plans for it?
They're lackluster because they're only like level 1 or 2. I just tried level 5. It's actually pretty decent. I mean, rapid affects movement with your Buster, actually. So, and because it's like when you're moving, you're shooting, it's like, well, it's slow. That's because you only have level 1 rapid. You're not supposed to be fast yet. That and the fact Buster overall, I think, got nerfed from 6 because the Buster is OP. When you have the Battle 6's Buster was ridiculous. Once you had once you go for it, like what 5 Buster ups? What was it? 5 Buster ups you could have in your folder. And then you had Heat Cross.
I think it was.
And then you had Heat Cross with another Buster, so it's like a level 11 attack. Flash Memento does 190 damage at level 5. Now add some Buster ups to that, and on an ice stage, the guy had to nerf that.
It's kind of the same as Slash Cross, except you really have to work for it.
Yeah.
Slash Cross was broken, man.
Was it? Well, the range of the Buster was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the range of the Buster. Gregor gets destroyed by that.
Oh man, I'm liking the slow chat thing. This is making things so much easier for me. So, next.
Actually, hold on.
What?
DSH suggested Video Man's question. Briefly introduce ourselves
Yeah,
and
I
what
had
you
that
do
written
for the
down.
team.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, so I'm Killer. I'm the co-leader and writer and general project manager for the Chrono X team. I've been on here since 2010, actually. Mick, you want to introduce yourself next?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. I am Mick Galbani. Some people on Sprites Incorporated will know me as Blackmore Darkwing. I am one of the spriters for the team. Joined about a year ago, and I'm actually trying to be useful, although I'm too busy to be dead half the time. Anyway, that's basically about it.
Okay, you could just pass it on to me,
Yep. Mid.
I'm
turn.
Midnight W. I'm the head of graphics, and for those who don't know, that means I do the character designs, I do sprites.
And you boss us around.
I did a video editing for the presentation. So basically, I guess I just got overworked this last couple weeks.
Okay. I'm gonna cut you off, Saul, because I have to answer this first part. Any plans to introduce a lot of mementos and run a Smogan-style website? No, mementos are a lot of work, really. You have no idea. When we were debating Flash Memento.
I skipped that one.
Yeah, when we were debating Flash Memento, it took us like hours to decide. Okay, the abilities. Then months later, then like weeks later, we were like, okay, now we have to change this and this, and then designing the document, then spriting it, and then testing. Anyway.
And F-Zero, I'll just answer your question now and simply, it's because we chose it. It's because we chose those. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
So Red.
So sorry, you go introduce yourself. I sorry to cut you off, but I had to get that out of the way.
Where are we? Where am I?
Yeah,
What am I doing?
you're introducing yourself and like
Who-
what you do on the
who am-
team and.
Okay. I'm Solro12. I'm the musician. I am the web designer / web manager, and also the resident Chrono X movie star. I
This time.
joined. Yes, this
Wait, how
time.
did you get this chat so fast from after getting beaten up by Ghostman?
Don't you have
I
a
have-
ghost to kill? Don't you have a ghost to
Yeah,
kill?
no,
Yeah, where's your
he's,
baseball
I already
bat,
have his
man?
head on my
But-
wall. He's like one of those little talking bass things. He's already on my wall.
Oh, you got one of the Ghostman.
One of. Don't. Well, just
I
make
didn't
sure you
actually
don't.
I didn't actually kill him. I just sort of took his head from him.
So
So
he's just running around.
Wow,
with
what a
his-
dick.
without his head.
I wonder how many walls he's run into already. So, next.
Did you explain you're the musician?
But yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, okay. And
Yeah,
that's
anyway,
Max Rock. He's the programmer, and he's the one that bosses us around.
Most of the time. I thought it was Killer who did that most of the time.
I'm the one who mostly does that. Max just complains.
And types
Seems
LOL,
legit. Damn.
and types LOL and XD every single day.
So, next question I have in here to the team. Like, what will we do once we actually finish the game? Like, what will happen to the team?
I know I've had fantasies of a Chrono X 2, but that's never gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay,
I hope
then
we
I
try
can.
to remain in contact with each other, I guess.
yeah.
I hope
Yeah, I'm
so
sure.
too.
I'm sure we'll work on some projects together or something.
All
I
right,
still
so
know.
I could cut that. I can cut that other question out then.
Mhm.
There was a question on a CX2, but I can not use that now because it's already been answered. So,
Yeah.
do we plan to implement any more navies from Mega Man 9 and 10 other than Commando Man?
Yes, actually.
We're not going to say who though, right?
I'm not gonna say who. It depends on A, the people that, how many people come, and B, if they ask the right questions. So, but yes, the answer
Actually, we
is
started losing people, dude.
Yeah, we're down to 61 now.
yes. I guess people like they can't see the stream. Oh well.
I don't know.
Because the stream for me is not loading, so I don't know if people are just taking that as a cue to leave or what. But it's not like
Lower
up there.
the
I-
bitrate,
the,
man.
the chat still changes, but
Well,
Yeah, lower the
Okay.
bitrate.
so,
Bitrate. I'm not.
Next-
I have to restart the
So,
stream to do that.
next thing on here, at the team, will we be traveling outside of okay then. So, will you be traveling outside Den City / Electopia during the events of Chrono X?
No. The story doesn't take place in any place outside of like.
I thought we were going out of Den City.
Den
No,
City?
technically we've already gone out of Den City.
Yeah, technically
you've
you've
already
already
We're
done
in
it.
Central Town.
Yeah, you went to
You
Central
go
Town.
out of Den City, but not Electopia.
Yes, Central Town is in Cyber City, so you've already done out of that in Demo 4. So, out of Electopia, no. The story doesn't need to take place anywhere else outside Electopia.
So, this next question is directed at Soul. How
Okay.
long does it take to actually make, create, and produce a single Chrono X music track?
4 seconds.
Alright, you heard the answer right there.
I literally find something on the web, I put it in Audacity, and then I lower it like 4 halftones.
So
Like,
Ghostman.
that's
so that's why it sounded like that track.
So
Yeah.
Ghostman's theme is from what then? Oh yeah, 4.5. You told me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why our boss theme sounds like
Boundary
Boundary Ones.
Yeah.
No, actually, the boss theme was from My Little Pony: Friendship is Forever. Sparkles.
Perhaps.
No, to really answer the question, it depends. If I'm working like all day on it, sometimes it can take a couple days. If I take some breaks, a week maybe 2, depending on how much trouble it gives me. Because the way I work is I work like completely by ear, pretty much. I'll try stuff and then try other stuff and just see when I like the stuff, and that's sort of how it goes.
So, next question. What are you looking for in a worthy team member?
Ooh, good question. actually.
Dedication.
Dedication, because one, we're not getting paid, so you better be ready to work for free and work for years. 2, you better damn well be skilled at what you do.
And you better stay on the team and talk to us and not just disappear out of thin air.
I totally don't do that way too often for my own good.
So yeah, those are the 3 major things: dedication, skill, and communication.